let's finally do it in person, you know.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. This is a game from a while ago. So do you remember it? Actually, it's only been a week actually.
Yeah, I remember it, but I don't remember why I submitted though.
All right, we'll see. So obviously right now we're just full clearing up. Looks like our top laner died. Looks like Zin's at level 3 gank. So even though like Zin's got a kill, if I'm you, I'm actually not upset because
Oh, oh
I
yeah, I remember the game. Okay, I remember.
okay. So
I was working on the tracking on Zigzao.
yeah. So this guy, it looks like what he did is he did like either red Raptors Krugs top, or he did red Krugs Raptors top, or he did Raptors red Krugs top. So he obviously did three. He has 12 CS, so he did three camps, and he has red buff,
Yeah,
so he did his three top camps. It looks like he ganked top, and then this guy TP'd, and then he ganked top again.
yeah,
And then you go with this. So when you see
yeah.
this, you have two options. Option A, if you think you can make it in time, then you do what you do. Option B is you just play for camps. You're gonna double crab him, and then
Mm-hmm.
you have bot pry, and then you can also play for one of his bot camps, right? So,
Yeah,
so that's two options here. If you can make it in time, do that. If you don't think you can, then you should do that. I think in this case, if you had to ask me what's better, one for oneing with this guy, or getting double crab plus just being super high tempo, the better option would always be to double crab. All right. So in this case,
okay.
if I guess maybe you didn't know at the time it would be one for one, but if we could like look in the if we could go back in the past, I would rather you just double crap here and get like a really big XP and gold lead, okay?
Yeah,
To see how you're invading him now, we could have done this exact same thing, but without dying, you know? And we'd be here
yeah.
at the exact same time. Um, and I think this would have been better because this ends up actually being kind of messy. He should still die here, pretty sure. Oh, wait, hopefully. Oh, wow, this actually turns into such a mess. So yeah, I actually think
Yeah.
I think you probably played too fast. That's not like fully your fault, but I do think like boom, right now we would just go crab into crab, and then we'd be and then instead of being on his blue, we'd be on his blue probably right now, like already. See how much faster it would be? Because obviously you don't have to come from base and blah blah blah. And then you have your pike, and obviously the faster we take this fight, the better. But let me watch this one more time for mechanics' sake. QE. So I think, oh yeah, it's actually pretty
Uh,
unfortunate. It's actually just kind of unfortunate. I don't have any. I don't think you even did anything wrong, to be honest with you. That sucks.
uh,
That's fine. You're still
yeah.
pretty fine. And this is actually good. And then you kill him here, and you should be able to just walk out. Yeah, nice. Okay, well you're still chilling now. This full clear up. I think even though this guy's gotten a bunch of kills, you've gotten two kills as well. And again, you're up so many camps. Like right now he's like you're 36 CS. Well, he's 28. That means you're up two camps, and you still have
Mm-hmm.
two camps up. You still have wolves and grump up. You know, so you're actually completely chilling. And now I've found you. I want a base because I have you don't no point to fight with this much money. Like look, you have 1,300 gold, right? So
Mm-hmm.
see how you go for this gank. I would just base. I guarantee you, if you base, spend all your money, and then go for this gank 30 seconds from now, this you guys would probably double kill them because all your Q would be doing more damage, your E would be doing more damage, your W more damage, your ult more damage, like everything's more damage, right? I also think that here you should know that he's clearing up because think about it this way: you just took his like all three of his bot camps are down, right?
Yep.
So if all three of his bot camps are down, where he can only be one place, which is top side, right? Because what is he gonna do bot side? He has no camps to take. So even though you don't see him, you should know he's topside. Even now, didn't you literally see him cross into here? Yeah, look at the map. You literally see Xin Zhao fighting Pike at the top river, right? So you know he's topside. There's nowhere else he can be. His bot camps are all down. You see him hitting Crab. After Crab, he's probably gonna do like what? He's probably gonna do like Raptors into Krugs and then base, right? So you go for this gank. You're going for this gank with 1,300 gold, and you're going for this gank when you should know that Xin Zhao has to be here. So when you E like this, when you E without refunding, this gank feels like a it's scary to do if Zinzao's here. Because if Zinzao's not here, let's say Zinzao is Gromp, then Eing forward with no refund doesn't really matter because there's no like risk, right? But I don't know. I just think that there's no point to go for this gank. You should know Zinzao's here because he has no bot camps up. You saw him walk into top side, and you just have too much money, right? You could buy Fade Ashes plus like a Haunting guys, right? And these are some now look at these now these are some strong components. Now I want you imagine you took this exact same fight with these two items. I think you'd probably double kill Garen and Zinzao, right? So I think again, just be wary to not force fights and you have over like 1,000 gold in the early game, it's a lot of money. Make sense?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does.
Now we full clear up and play for grubs. But now, look, funny enough, now you have Liandry. So ironically, I would just base right now. Think about item spikes. Liandry's is a huge item spike. This isn't like you become slightly stronger. When you finish your first item, you become like double your strength, right? Liandry is 800. You could just start your base right now. Then when obviously by the time you recall, you'll have this. You'll get this +7 gold, and then if you want to then you go run straight to grubs, and you'll have your first item, and then I guarantee you'll have item advantage on Xin Zhao. I guarantee you'll have one item, and he won't have his item yet. He'll still have his components. So I think you just do the same You just do the same mistake here, where you could literally show up to this grub fight with a full item. Instead, you're just you're just sitting on 800 gold. One easy way I always like to say to explain this that makes it easier to understand is right now you feel strong. You're 2, 1, and 1, right? A kill is 300 gold. You have 800 gold. So these 2 kills is 600 gold. An assist is 150 gold. So your 2 kills and assist is 750 gold in total. If you're sitting on 800 gold, you are not walking in this jungle as 2-1-1. You're walking in this jungle as 0-1-0. Sorry, not 0. Until you spend this money, you're 0-1-0. Now I ask you, if you're 0-1-0, are you confident starting these grubs? No, right?
Not.
Exactly. So I always think that try to equate your goal to your KDA, and you'll quickly realize if you should be confident in the fight or not confident. I genuinely think if you just had Leandris for this fight, there is no reason why you can't win this 44. You might still win it, but it's kind of like a coin flip. Like your teammates have to play it well, the enemies have to play it badly. But if you have item, it's just you could literally like play the fight badly and still win it because you're just doing so much more damage than the opponents. So
Yeah.
I think that's pretty self-explanatory. I think so. Here, wait for Leandris. And then also here, I think once you see, you should and you can play a little slower. Like your Zahin's on his way. I think if you stall some time, you'll have Zahin, and instead of playing a 3v3, you'll play a 4v4 or a 3v4 once Zahin's here, because he's on his way. You see, as you died, he's just showed up. So, but I think the more important point would be the Leandries.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't remember the whole specific detail of this game because all I remember is that it was just after Perry's events, and I wanted to grief knife flash, yeah, like I wanted to practice like a thing we spoke of about and stuff like that, and this game was like I felt like something that those advice helped me a lot in this specific game, and this is why like I showed it. I believe it was something like that.
I think the game's still in a pretty good spot though. It's still winnable. Just have to give the dragon and play the trade, which is what you're doing. Good. Camps are down, unfortunately, so we go to top grab. Okay, let's watch this. Q. Auto. W. And not bad. I mean, couldn't play this any better. I think small thing is when you see them literally running at your teammate, maybe don't use your Q on the crab and just save it for the fight. That'd be like the one thing, because if you have QE here, instead of having to E in and now you have no dash, if you QE'd, you probably kill Xin Zhao like a full 2 seconds faster, and then you would be able to run away from the Garen in time,
Yeah. Good point.
think you're trading well now. I don't really have many complaints. I think once you realize Herald's gone, yeah, now you just focus down and play towards the dragon. I don't really care about this red buff. I'd rather like his blue buff stops. So instead of being here, we could be on his blue buff. We could be like hovering bot. You know, whoever's having bot lane.
Mm-hmm.
So I think once you see that once you see that Herald's dead, dragon spawning, don't care about any of this. We're gonna do Gromp, Wolves, Raptors, and then just sit in this and literally just sit in the jungle for like a full minute and just waiting for the dragon to spawn. And if anyone happens to walk in, while I'm in the bush, you're just gonna one shot them or chunk them, and then you'll get a pick before dragon or a chunk before dragon, and then you'll guarantee the dragon. Like I really don't care about this at all. I think you're wasting time. Like now, if you didn't do this, you could be on your finishing your Wolves right now, walking into the bot side. I know you took his
Yeah.
Raptors, but again, I'd rather take his blue than his Raptors, right? Because now you're
Yeah.
going back to your camps. But now, look, the enemy team is all in river. But you should be in river here. Like now they're getting full control. But this was you could have been getting this control, right? And now your teammates are playing for control, and now they're gonna die because they're down numbers. So I think you're just again, we just need to prioritize objectives, not red buffs, not raptors. We just need to be. If an objective is spawning in a minute, we need to be here for the full minute. If same way if Herald's spawning, we should be here the full Herald if we're fighting it. You should not be on
Okay.
Gromp when Dragon's spawning in 30 seconds. And if we just didn't do this invade, you would have been here this entire time. You just and then once you do this invade, that's fine. But now you have to skip your top camps. You do invade, and you should do Raptors into the Dragon. Like even right now, when you took Raptors, it's fine. This is fine. But after this, now just cross into mid and play into bot river. You can't play for Raptors and your top camps. It's just way too greedy. You're just leaving your team out to dry. Make sense?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Close. I think if you W'd earlier, he might have died because your full orbs didn't hit him. I think like you only hit none of your orbs hit him. So if you W'd and then E'd, I think yeah, W's up in 3, 2, 1. So W right now. Yeah, if you W'd and then E'd, I think he would have died to your orb. So small one, just make sure to actually press your buttons. Now we play for dragon because they're chunked. Nice. And after dragon, now we just want to leave. We have our item in base. We got the objective. We have no ult. There's no reason to fight here. All we're doing is getting our flash burn by walking into them, right? Now, I want to look to base soon. I have Riftmaker. No point to thin the map. Nice. Okay, what's the next objective? Next objective is Otacon. So now we're going to play into this Otacon. Perfect. We're coming to Otacon. There's a fight here. If we kill them, then we can start it on spawn, and Zinza will be dead. Just E, just E, just E, just E, just E. I think a lot of Dino players have this habit where you guys only want to E if it's with your Q. You can very easily here just press E ult. This guy guaranteed dies if you E ult, correct?
Yeah.
And now, boom, Otacon. When is Otacon spawning? Otacon spawning in 15 seconds. So now you have a guaranteed 4v5 with their smite dead for the Otacon. That sounds worth your ult, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
So you still kill him, but now you're. I think you might die now because you have to chase him longer, right? And yeah, you do die. So I think that again, don't have to always QE. Right here, boom, just E ult, get the guaranteed kill. Perfect. And now you pull Otacon, but now you have to chase him, and then you take damage from LeBlanc, and then Pyke has to chase too, and then Pyke dies. It still ends up being a 2 for 2, so it's not like you lost the exchange, but it could have been so much better, right?
Okay.
So just again, prioritize the objectives. If the objective is up, just play for the play for the guaranteed kill for the objective. That's it. Okay, let's watch this fight. Kiwi Otacon. Oh, this is really pretty. This is nice. I like this a lot. That was a really nice engage. And then Zinzao ults you to safety. This is really good. I like this a lot. Good job. And then you get Otacon. That was probably the best play of the game. That was a really sick engage. I have no complaints for that. Yeah, what's the next objective, Vamp?
It will be dragon in 1 minute 15.
And that's tonight. So now let's just full clear down, and then base before dragon. Boom, full cleared, and now we base, and now we come, and now again, I do not care about these Krugs. Just sit here. Make sure your team doesn't die. If I'm you, the only way we lose this dragon is my team fights without me. Correct? That's like the only way we lose it.
Yeah.
So I'm not even gonna give them the chance. I'm just gonna run straight to them.
Okay.
Okay, perfect. Get the objective. Awesome. Next objective is now Barons. Now we're gonna clear and play for Baron. Play in the top side. If we get a pick, we can pull Baron. We have to make sure not to get picked. I would ult here. Ult, 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 ult. Flash away. Oh, 2 for 1.
Yeah.
He should die. It's still worth. Zinzao also flashed. You traded flashes, and you got your item off that, so not bad. 3 dead. Look good. You got four.
It
It's good.
it looked like a rage play from the Xingzhao. Like
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know.
I agree. No, but it's really good for you guys, so you should be happy. Now, yeah, this okay. See how you're doing here? This is exactly what I want you to do for every objective. This is awesome. See how you're not on Raptors, you're not on Krug, you're just sitting here waiting for some fucking idiot to walk by, and if some idiot like Emilio walks by here, you're gonna kill her, and now boom, now we have item, now we have number advantage for Dragon. See? I mean, sorry for Baron. See, this what you just did. This is beautiful. Just do this or try to do this for every single objective. Okay? Just don't do Raptors, don't do Krug. Just sit in this fucking bush, waiting for some idiot to walk by. Boom, we got a kill. Now we should start Baron because we have number advantage. You see, there's 2 dead on the enemy team. There's 1 dead on our team. So what does that mean? It's a 4v3. In this case, it's fine not to pull because you're Zahian's bot side and you have no ult. But like, if you keep doing stuff like this, eventually you will get like you will be able to pull Baron. You know?
Yeah.
I think here you're not gonna escape. You should just fight to the death here. So conquer stack. Okay, never mind. I guess you did. I guess you did make it out. All right, sick. You killed him? Okay, spam ping Baron. Baron, 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 Baron. Zin's dead, Garen's dead. Perfect. Yeah, perfect. Nice, this is good. They have no smite. And now what's the next objective? Dragon. So now we base, and now we run to Dragon. And then say, okay, red buff is fine to do because it's global, but after red buff, skip Raptor, skip Krugs. And the same thing you did at Baron, you just sat in a bush, just sit in the jungle bush here. Clear the scuttle, and then just sit in the jungle. Perfect. See, fuck the Raptors, fuck the Krugs. See how simple this looks? You see how you could have done the same logic applies to earlier for the second dragon, for the third dragon. This isn't just a late game thing, you know?
Yeah. Okay.
Because yeah, it just guarantees the objective. It makes it so your teammates have no chance of dying because you're babysitting them, holding their hand, and if the enemies are overly aggressively walking up, you're able to instantly punish them, right? So I don't know.
Yeah.
I think this pick on Melio was awesome, and I think this fight at Otacon was awesome. These are like your two best plays of the game. So I don't know. Solid VOD. Honestly, it took so long to do this. It's a really simple VOD. I really think that there are some points in this game where you should be skipping. You should be if there's again, I usually say never skip camps, but again, when there's an objective up, a grubs, a dragon, and there's like some sort of agency to be there, that's when you should skip camps to be there on time. You know. Besides that,
Yeah.
I think your early game was good. I think again, what was my complaints early game? I had a complaint. Oh yeah, a lot of it was items. Like again, this fight, 1,300 gold. If you had your hunting guys for this fight, I guarantee you double kill them, and this game becomes a lot easier because you start snowballing, right? Same thing with this Herald
Yeah.
fight. I mean grub fight. I guarantee if you just base right now for Leandries and show up to this grub fight, you're gonna get you're gonna guarantee wipe them all. So I think all my points for you were really objective based. It was again, if you have your item for this objective, you win it. For the other objectives, is be there earlier. I think everything you do, like you saw the way I asked you, I asked myself the same time in game. I clear my camps. I say, okay, what's the next objective? Okay, it's dragon. I'll clear it downwards. What's the next objective? Okay, it's herald. I'll clear upwards. What's the next objective? It's Otacon. I'll clear upwards. Everything I do, my pathing, when I fight, when I base, it's always based around when is the objective spawning and when do I have to be there. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does make sense.
Do you have any questions this game or anything I didn't go over that you wanted to look at? Any fight that you had questions about or pathing?
Um, yeah, maybe with the Baron,
Yeah.
like I don't know if it's a meeting, but like I feel like when you have the Baron, you want to optimize the power play it provide you. So like I feel like it's better to skip Dragon and all those stuff. You have the Baron, just fucking push with it, right? So like, is it worth to still like waste some Baron time to get like those Dragon and
So
where?
if you're playing a competitive game where you have all 5 teammates in comms communications, you're actually right. In competitive, the most optimal play is to siege their base with Baron, and then play Dragon as exit. So when we finish using our Baron, then we do Dragon. You're actually right. The problem is in solo queue because we're not in comms. It's impossible to communicate this. Everyone's just gonna want to hit the Baron, and then you can only siege their base if you're doing it as 5 or as 4. You can't siege if one person's top lane, one person's on Dragon, one person's on Gromp, you know, because you can't just break the bases too. So I agree with you. If you're actually in comms and you can get all 5 players on the same page, you're actually right. We shouldn't do blue buff right now. We shouldn't do Dragon. We should just be getting these inhibs, and then we'll get we'll get Dragon eventually. You're actually right. That is the most optimal way to play. The problem is again in solo queue, there's no way for everyone to be on the same page, and the last thing you want to do is go hit in it by yourself while your team is hitting Dragon, and then you'll just die, and then boom, your Baron's gone. Make sense?
Yeah,
So
makes sense.
if you had robots playing, like playing the most optimal way of the game, no one would no one like they would never go Dragon here. They would just say we have Baron, we got to pick. Let's literally like end the game because and like do the Dragon later, you know.
Yeah.
So you're right. It's just not realistic in solo queue.
Okay.
Any other questions?
No, was it?
All right.